Okay, I want to make this one short and sweet because it keeps coming up in the comment section. You know I'm going to get back at your comments or whatever you say, so just be prepared for this. Julius Randle is better than Naz Reid. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I want to dive into that in this video, but before I do, this video is brought to you by Bridges and Stone's Family and Relationship Care. If someone you know and care for is struggling with their mental health or relationship, go to bridgesandstones.com and contact them for your free consultation today. One brave act today can create a better tomorrow. Remember, none of us make it alone. The link is in the description box below. You know, I don't know why I even have to say this. A guy that was two-time All-NBA, three-time All-Star, who's been a high-level performer outside of this past season when he was injured. A player who has been a consistent starter in the NBA, who has shown the ability to dominate, average over 20-plus points a game for multiple seasons. He's been able to be a number one option on a playoff team and a number two option in subsequent seasons. He's proven. He's validated. We know what he can do out there. At his best, he showed he can shoot over 40% from the three-point line for a full season in the NBA. That is nothing to turn your nose up about. It doesn't matter if he didn't follow it up. He can. It's 82 games. He did it. He can. He's shown the ability to be dominant. He's shown the ability to draw extra defenders and play make for himself and others. He has a bag. He's shown the ability to get to the mid-range, get to his spots, even when the defense is preparing for him. He's shown that he can carry the load, even if at times he gets into his feelings a little bit and gets mad at the media. But, you know, shout out New York. You know what I mean? It ain't easy there. But why do y'all think all of a sudden Naz Reid, who's been a backup his whole career, outside of a short stint last season when Karl Anthony Towns was hurt, that all of a sudden he's better? When has Naz Reid, and I'm not knocking Naz Reid as a talent. I've been following him since college. I believe he played at the University of Minnesota, right? Since college. He's been a bucket, right? He does his thing out there. But here's the thing. There's a big difference between being that dude in college and coming into the NBA, and then you have to sit behind somebody and kind of, you know, buy your time and figure it out and, you know, get yourself going, which Julius Randle had to do a little bit too. Let's be fair. Playing for the Lakers and in New Orleans. But if you haven't done it yet, when you're trying to win, which I believe the Minnesota Timberwolves are in that phase, they have entered their championship window. Let's not misconstrue what we have been seeing. That the guy who's done it year in and year out in the biggest market in the NBA, no, that's not LA, it's New York. The guy who's done it with the brightest lights, the most scrutiny, the guy who's done it there, who's been doing it his whole life at a high level, killing them. Went to Kentucky, killing them. That guy. Don't tell me Naz Reid is better than him. He hasn't shown it. I, for one, I look back at his highlights. I don't see the bag. I don't see the ability to get to the mid-range. I don't see his ability to set other guys up and drop dimes. I'm not saying that he hasn't had flashes and he hasn't had a good pass here and there. I'm sure he has. But there's a difference between showing flashes and doing it night in and night out. Doing it every single game for multiple years at an all-star level, making all-NBA. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I can say Julius Randle is better without it being a knock on Naz Reid. Naz Reid is good. He's probably going to opt out at the end of this upcoming season, be a free agent, probably get signed somewhere. But I think he's a Bobby Portis level player, which is high praises. He's going to have a long career. Really good player, great sixth man. Won the Sixth Man of the Year award, right? Instrumental in that playoff run for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Great job. He's not Julius Randle. He's not. I'm not saying he can't become one day, but let's not mix it up here. There's a big difference between the guy who's done it and the guy who we think might be able to do it. So let's just hold that. Just to top this video off, I know I already said that Julius Randle has more of a bag. He has the ability to get to the mid-range. He's a better playmaker than Naz Reid. He has a better handle. He's a better finisher at this point He draws more fouls and gets to the free throw line. He shows the ability to get downhill more, which means straight line drives directly to the basket and finishing over people. He's shown that he has the ability to carry an offense. He does that better than Naz Reid. All right? He has substantial skills. He rebounds better than Naz Reid. All right? He's stronger than Naz Reid. He has more lateral mobility than Naz Reid. Has more versatility than Naz Reid, offensively and defensively. Right? He probably has better touch around the rim, especially with that left hand. He just decimates folks with that left hand. Right? Naz Reid is not quite there yet. Julius Randle has already shown you that he's there. He's already him. And so for some of y'all wondering who's better, trying to say Julius Randle's going to come off the bench, what? Stop it. Stop it. Or as Stephen A. Smith would say, get off the weed. Now, I don't really fuck with Stephen A. Smith, but it's just to say, let's be real. Let's be real. Julius Randle is him. And if you guys want to go as far as you can go, you're going to want Julius Randle to show you that he's him night in and night out. Because if he does, y'all might be in contention. But as always, I want to know what you all think. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'm going to get at y'all next time. Peace.